Okay, and we are live. Um, so far, um, the fact of the matter is, sorry if I'm a little bit nervous, but I am going to be reacting to this Dovetail Direct. This is the first time I've ever done a reaction stream on my channel, and honestly, though, um, I can't believe this is the first time I'm actually doing this. So, here we are. I'm just gonna look on my phone at my own stream and see. Um, okay, perfect. It's transmitting perfectly. Actually, I should probably turn up my microphone audio a bit. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna do the same thing with my desktop audio. Just so that way everybody hears me loud and clear. Yeah, hang on. Oh, Joseph is on. How are you? Okay, I think that should do it in terms of audio. So that's perfect, actually. Yeah, I went on the air a bit early just because I wanted to go live. So it's 12 minutes until... Wait. Oh, what happened on your end? Okay, so... Did it just sound echoey on your end, or was I echoing at all? I'm also gonna just put this up for the next 10 minutes. But, and ignore the radio noise in the background. That's just... I listen to the fire department on a regular basis, so... Um, anyone that's tuned in right now... Oh, yeah. Joseph, you know this, but, you probably knew this, but as you probably know, Nico Yazawa is my best girl. So, and given that it's my profile picture too, I think that works out perfectly. I mean, you did that with Chica before, when you did live streams in the past. But yeah, we're on the air right now. I also had this stream last night about, excuse me. I'm actually drinking a, Canada Dry seltzer right now, so sorry about that. But I did have a dream last night where, I was, where it was kind of like, you know, foreshadowing the events of what's happening during this reaction stream to this Dovetail Direct. And, you know, quite honestly, I've never done a reaction stream before, but this is certainly going to be worth it. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. I've actually had that dream last night. I was like, holy shit, I wonder what's gonna happen today. And again, sorry for the language, people, but it just slips up. But then again, I am an adult anyway, so there you go. Oh, 9 minutes. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, I see what you did there, but, yeah. Yes, in case you're wondering what Joseph is referring to, he is referring to Love Live Nijigasaki, where Mia Taylor swears. I mean, I honestly don't give a crap, but anyway. Yeah. I mean, I curse all the time anyway, so screw it, why not? Honestly, I can't say this enough, but the suspense is like fucking killing me. Having a wild berry, or no, it's triple berry Canada Dry Seltzer that I'm drinking. So. So right now it's just me and Joseph in this chat, but that's okay. If we get more people on here, you know, I definitely wanted to react to this live while it aired as well, so... But yep, I've used this background for, like, you know, standing by, of course, you know, because, well, in case, obviously Joseph knows this, but for those that don't, Nico Yazawa is my best girl from Love Live, or at least the original Love Live with Muse. But my best girl from Aqua, for those of you that don't know, is Yo Watanabe. She's my best girl, and Joseph has pointed it out in his video of... And I forgot that I was actually featured in that video, albeit not in person like with the Nico video, but I know I did share my 2 cents on his video, so I did give my input on that. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I am going to hit the John real quick, and then by the time I get back, we'll be ready to go. Stand by.
Attention, we will shortly be arriving at Train Sim World 6. Please take all your personal belongings.
Okay, I am back.
Thank you for traveling with us.
I don't know why it's saying,
Sehr geehrte Fahrgäste, wir erreichen in wenigen Minuten.
But yeah, my microphone...
6. Bitte beachten Sie beim
It said my microphone was unmuted, but has no signal, and that's because this headset actually has a built-in feature where it automatically mutes it when I put it up. So, That's what I like about this headset. But, anyway, I am going to switch over to the, to live, as it is starting in... Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There we go. I'm just hoping everybody can see this. Joseph, can you let me know if you can see it? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. If this is too loud for anybody, please let me know. Again, sorry for the language, but, again, sorry for the language, but, at least it won't be marked for kids falsely, which is nice, because I'm not putting up with that shit, that's for sure. And yes, this is for Train Sim World 6, and I know what you guys are thinking. It's probably not a good idea for them to be doing it every single year, but honestly, I don't really give a crap. I mean, I'll certainly upgrade every time. Like, you know, I know some people are saying, oh, they should just stick with one, and I agree, but honestly, I don't give a crap. I'll just do it. I'll just do it, because why not? Honestly, though, like I said before, the suspense was, hang on. The suspense was killing me before as I was tossing and turning last night. And to be perfectly honest, the, predictability is so... I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it for the lack of a better word. But at least Joseph is tuned into the stream, which is nice. And of course, I have it in theater mode, so that way you guys can kind of get a good idea of what we're looking at. So that way, you know, you guys aren't seeing anything like on the... That way you're not seeing the chat on their stream, you're only seeing my chat, so... That's kind of why I have it in theater mode. I might go full screen, I might not, but the Streamlabs is going, so I'm just gonna... Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't want to risk my computer crashing on it being full screen and having this... And then having everything screwed over. So... Nevertheless... 30 seconds, people. Honestly, the music does sound good. I wonder what we're gonna get. I've been hearing rumors about a potential Florida route, because honestly, I would love a route in this game set in South Florida. I'd even love to see the Genesis at some point, the GE Genesis, because we have been due for one for... I don't even fucking know how long. But here we go. So, like I said before, I don't even know, like, we've been wanting a P-42 Genesis for a really long time, and I can't stress enough how badly I have wanted that. So... I'm certainly hoping we get that at some point. Or even a Floridian route. That would be really nice. Because we've done California, we've done...
Hello everybody and welcome to another Dovetail Direct. I'm JD, the Marketing and Community Director here, and I hope you're ready for an extravaganza of all things Dovetail. So what can you expect from today's live stream? Well, we'll be telling you a little bit more about Train Sim World 6, revealing all of the core routes,
right,
and all of the
so we knew
locos
Train
that you're
Sim
gonna be
World
able to
6 was
enjoy
coming.
in the latest edition of the Train Sim World franchise. We're also going to be announcing several new add-ons for Train Sim World 6.
Sorry about the
that we're
radio
releasing
traffic
over
in the
course
background.
of the next few months. And we'll be taking a look at the Train Sim World 6 roadmap, and we'll have more add-ons to add on there, don't you worry. So I think we should get this party started now. I'm gonna go and find our exec producer, Matt Peddleston, but I'm gonna leave you with this, which is the brand new, all shiny Train Sim World 6 trailer. I hope you enjoy.
I'm definitely hoping, like I said before, hoping for a Floridian route, but I can't say for sure. I'm not gonna hold you to it. But there's the logo that whenever I start up the game. All right. So, of course, that's Germany. Way.
I am excited. Matt, we have a lot to talk about.
We do. First, we want to reveal the next edition in the series. Train Sim World 6 will be coming on September 2025, coming with a top-notch selection of routes and trains and many player-driven core features that are sure to be exciting.
You got it.
We're going to have some great paid value bundles, and we're going to be returning the free starter edition.
So the free starter pack won't contain any of the routes or the locos that we're going to be talking to you about in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so, but it is a brilliant way to get involved into the Train Sim World journey.
Okay, so
if you're an existing player, you can bring all of your
you
compatible content with you, but for free players, think of it as a little bit of a demo to get a little taste of what Train Sim World 6 has to offer.
The free starter pack will be available for 6 weeks after launch, and then it will be permanently added to your account, which you can keep forever.
You can also expect, as Matt alluded to, some great value paid for bundles that contain all manner of brilliant pieces of content, both new and old. Train Sim World 6 will contain, as ever, 3 highly anticipated routes, this year from the UK, the US and Germany, and this year in an exciting new twist, we'll be granting deluxe locos for each of those routes so that you can expand your collection.
Well, of
even
course, you
further.
did see the Out 45 DP, so I'm wondering
and information on how you can pre-order some of these
NJT
bundles
route that's
will come
be
later
for.
on in the
Just
live
think
stream.
if it was your local line, dude.
You know I love a bit of admin.
Let's get on with the fun stuff. We've got a lot to show you in Train Sim World 6. I hope you're excited. We'll join you back shortly.
All right, let's see what we got. Well, I already know it's NJT for one. Well, they're going to be starting with the UK, and then I think they're going to the US after this. Oh, well, there's the Out 45 DP again.
So you may have had some tips and tricks from that little showcase, but I think it's about time that we formally announce the first route for Train Sim World 6, and it is the US
route. Oh, hey,
route.
Truck Fan
We're
542.
go back to the Big Apple.
Let's take a look at the Morristown line, New York and Hoboken to Dover.
Oh, shit! Holy shit!
With a line that's as interesting and busy as this, the route offers a lot of new ways for our teams to express themselves.
We're adding this level of gameplay, we're adding a completely new experience. No two journeys are going to be the same.
It's really just going to bring train journeys to life.
Are those fucking Aero 3s or something?
The NJ Transit Morristown line, which takes us from New York to Hoboken, it's a magnificent run that takes you from the busiest city in the world, New York, both from Penn Station and Hoboken, westbound across the Northeast Corridor, one of the busiest railway lines in New York, before then taking the ride up to Dover via Chatham, which obviously is an interesting link for us as well.
The Morristown line is a tale of two halves, really. You've got the older Arrow 3 EMU, but you've also got the more modern ALP46. So there's two different kinds of traction there, again offering two very different driver experiences for operators and would-be engineers on the route.
Obviously, back when it was built in the late 1800s, early 1900s, it was not the sort of route that it is today. It turned rural much quicker.
It's an interesting route to develop because you've got the busy city areas, and then as you progress to the west, the scenery changes. Suddenly you're in the trees and in the forests and sort of the less built up areas. It doesn't really get less busy though. It's a really interesting one with lots of drivers' challenge as well. I think one of the things that the team really enjoy about this is the variety, the fact that it's not just a route of lots of the same thing. It keeps the route really interesting to make because there's always new challenges, new ways to solve things. We've been having lots of discussions with our beta team members. We've got a focus group internally. Whenever we're looking at routes that we want to make, we'll go and have a look in the suggestions forum and see what are people asking for. Morristown is in there.
The Arrow 3 on Morristown line.
I knew it! That is a fucking Arrow 3.
Really different experience for players. Being built in the 1970s, it has a really antiquated control system. You don't have a reverser on the train, it's just driving forwards and driving backwards, which is a really different way of driving a train. There is a brake as well, of course. You couldn't really drive a train without that. But it is very different, and especially with the commuter style service that you're doing, it's just a very retro feel.
This has been quite a difficult train to source audio for, but we've been very fortunate in that we've had our community and our beta team members that have been able to source some audio for us, and we've actually been able to use that audio to create a brand new sound set. We've been able to recreate the Arrow 3 sounds. We know it makes a massive difference to the community and the fan base out there.
Backing that up, you've got the modern ALP46 electric locomotive with the multi-level cars and the cab car, which gives a really totally different experience because you do have all
of course,
the
ALP46 we already had that.
Between the two, you get a nice contrast of the different experiences
it looks like
and
we
how
got the
you can
ALP45
take that onto the route.
which I know Joseph appreciates.
But this is sort of what it's a fascinating train to drive.
It's a really different experience.
Your trip report will be on the Alp.
So for our deluxe loco, we've got the NJ Transit ALP45 DP dual power locomotive. So this is sort of a first. We've got a locomotive here which can run on diesel power and overhead electric power.
I feel like
so
we need a
the
P32
802,
ACDM
and
at this
it'll be
point.
just carrying some of the operations up and down
All
the
right,
Morristown
sounds good,
line.
Truck Fan 42.
Some
Thanks
parts
for
of
tuning
the
in.
early part of the route you run in diesel mode, and then you switch over to electric for the rest of the route.
Again, a very different gameplay experience to a standard electric loco or a standard diesel loco. This is kind of a mixture of the two.
It's a fascinating train to drive with some interesting operations, and being a slightly different train drives a bit differently to the ALP46 and a lot differently to the Arrow 3.
It's a really different experience for players.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to be very, very happy with that first route for Train Sim World 6. Matt, what are you most looking forward to?
For me, it's the Arrow 3. I like older trains. I like the clunky feel to them. They feel a bit more real, and I'm looking forward to getting in that cab.
Oh, yes.
We really need a fucking Genesis
we've
unit
done
at
our
this point.
US route.
I don't
now
know
let's
what
go
more to
back
say.
to the UK, back to Old Blighty, and let's go to the seaside, shall we?
Let's take a look at the Riviera line, Exeter to Paignton and Plymouth.
I really have
This
no
is a part of the
interest
UK
in
we've never been to
in the
before.
European
This is just
route
such an iconic
myself.
UK railway line. You will have already heard of it, even if you don't know the name.
It's windy, it's got steep gradients.
Oh yeah, you did
We've
say
gone
that your
above and
next
beyond here.
trip
You've got a
report's
real
going to be on the
driver's
Arrow
challenge
3,
on this
so it's going to be the Gladstone brand. Honestly, I don't know what more to say, but
The Riviera
we
line. Yeah, we're
desperately
going to
need
Devon
a
for the
Genesis
first time
unit
in
of some
Train Sim
sort.
World. This is a really historic route. I mean, built originally in the 1840s. It's windy, it's got steep gradients.
Almost everybody will have seen pictures of this route, and the pictures you've probably seen are an area called the Dawlish Seawall, with the stunning red rocks, with the railway line right there on the seawall. The route itself runs from Exeter St Davis in the north, and it then branches off. After Newton Abbot, it goes to Paignton and it goes to Plymouth. There's almost never a straight line on this route. it's almost always in some sort of curvature, which makes a really interesting drive.
It's a nice part of the country to, run a train on. Like we've got the, dramatic cliffs, the red rocks, the nice horizon, the sea.
It was originally built as an atmospheric railway before that technology failed and became a standard traction railway. So it's got so much history, so much prominence within the UK, and of course we're bringing GWR back. We've got that license, we've got that brand back in the game. So it's a really exciting route for players.
You've got the Devon Banks, you've got the meandering sea wall, which makes the driving experience for any train much more different. For example, if you want to take a free roam journey in Flying Scotsman, unlike the East Coast Main Line where it's just flat 75 miles an hour, you have got steep up and downhill banks, so you're constantly on your toes trying to maintain the speed.
And of course with that dramatic coastline, we've got some really stunning scenery in the route, so it's really exciting to see a slightly different landscape that maybe we've not seen in a UK route before, and I think that's really going to please UK rail fans.
So the team went and visited the railway line and were able to take photographs of all the different stations. We also have some community members that live in the area that we've been talking to that have helped us out with some really interesting specifics and so forth. So hopefully we've got a really, really top-notch recreation of this iconic route. The Riviera line includes the BR Class 802 in Great Western Railway livery in 5 and 9 car versions. If you're familiar with the East Coast Main Line and the Azuma trains, this essentially is the Great Western Railway version of that train. But this one's got dual power.
It's diesel powered, it's got a diesel engine, so same train, same speed, different noise. That's going to offer players a completely different experience, replacing of course the iconic HSTs that used to run along these routes back in the day. So a really iconic train and a modern train to bring to a very old and historic route.
So for the 802 for the Riviera line, we've actually been using a mix of audio that we recorded ourselves for the 801 a few years ago, but we've also worked with All Aboard Studios and some members of their team, one member in particular, Sam, who has recorded sounds of the 800 class, and we've actually improved the sounds of the traction motors and the running sounds, and we've actually worked with them to basically implement those into our 802, and so hopefully we've made some improvements over and above the 801. We're just trying to make it better and better, so we've gone above and beyond here, and we're trying to make even more improvements.
At the other end of the spectrum, you've got the Class 150. We first did the 150 on the Cardiff route, and so we've overhauled the 150 quite significantly, went out and got fresh reference from Great Western Railway, and then modelled the 150 to their specs.
Everyone loves the 150. They've been going for years, they're loud, they're a bit rough around the edges. Obviously with the new GWR branding, they look a bit nicer now, and they're going to offer those shorter commuter services, so slightly different style of gameplay, more stops, shorter trains, but no less exciting.
We did actually go and record a Class 150 with Great Western Railway down at their Exeter depot. We were fortunate enough to get our own private test run with Great Western Railway with Class 150. They took us from Exeter down to Paignton and back, so we were able to rig the Class 150 up with microphones to get all of the running sounds. We also had a full day in the depot to record everything from engine sounds to horn sounds to cab switches, doors. Again, we just want to make sure that we're improving sounds where we can.
I bet you do like the fact that you're
improvement in the audio department as possible.
Did you say that the Morristown line or something like that is like your local line or something like that? Oh no, it's the Montclair Booten line, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that your local one is
so the Voyager is one of those trains that's really well known in the UK. The average rail fan has an opinion on the Voyager.
We've all been waiting for the Voyager, right? It's something that players have been requesting for years, and we're finally bringing it to the game, courtesy of Cross Country. So if you've travelled on trains in the UK, you've probably come across a Voyager. They've travelled pretty much on every part of the network. So for existing players, the Voyager is an immense loco to add to their collection. You've got free roam possibilities on all sorts of routes, whether it's up at Birmingham Cross City or even somewhere like the West Somerset Railway.
It's so versatile. With all the routes that we have in Train Sim World, there are multiple places where players will be able to take the Voyager in free roam and just do what Voyagers do.
And that is the second of our 2 routes. I can't wait to get my bucket and spade out, get an ice cream and check out the Riviera line.
I'm really looking forward to driving along that Dawlish seawall. The beautiful rock formations, the way the track swells around next to the sea.
Okay,
But let's put the UK to one side for a second and move to our final route to announce for Train Sim World 6. And for this time, we're going to go to Germany.
Let's take a look at Bahnstrecke Leipzig Dresden.
Again, I don't really care for the European route.
Taking an existing route and extending it is a fun challenge.
It's a completely different driving experience.
There's so much to go at, so many different things to do.
I've spent more hours driving this route than any other German route in the game. We've already made Dresden-Riesa in the past, and it's probably one of the most popular German routes because of the diversity of services, how busy the line is and so forth. But one of the biggest requests that came from players was to double the length of the route and take it to Leipzig, which has been something we've been wanting to do for quite some time.
So this is really exciting for players. It's almost doubling length. We've got 40 odd stations, way more than the original route, and there's so much more gameplay tied in with that. So we've got an extra branch line coming off from the eastern part of the route. We've got freight services, intercity services, S-Bahn services, like we have in so many German routes. A real experience for players to get stuck into.
Again, one of the things that was most requested from players was Friedrichstadt, the line directly near Dresden station, which is where there's a big freight yard there. S-Bahn services run over there, meaning that you'll get more complete services on the eastern side of the route, as well as having full-length runs then across the entire journey of the route.
The track between Dresden and Riesa has the excitement of the winding curves, the multiple paths, and of course we've got the new path that's going in there as well on the eastern end. But the extension beyond Riesa and into Leipzig is a completely different driving experience. All of the twists and turns are gone. It's basically a straight express run into Leipzig, which means you can get up to speed in trains like the ICT and the Talent 2.
Just the trains themselves is a huge variety.
So you've got the BR411 ICT running your ICE trains and express trains. The Talent 2, which is going to be running some of the more regional trains. The 146 is a passenger train that's going to be running S-Bahn trains. That is supported by the Generation 4 Dostos. And then you've got the 185, and that'll be supported by a range of freight trains. So between those various trains, you kind of cover off the vast majority of the operations on the route, which I think we think was important for this.
We were very fortunate with the ICET that we were able to get a very good reference trip for that. So we've gone back, looked at the audio that we obtained for that, anything that we may have missed in some of our edits, or things that we could just make some little improvements here and there on any feedback that we got last time we did the ICT. It's all about trying to make those little small steps this time around for TSW6 to try and improve on what we did before.
It's a brutish thing.
Way hopefully be worth it.
Such a key part of German railway infrastructure. The BR294 is such a staple of train simulation, and its omission from TSW to date has been felt, players and us alike. And then the stars aligned for this release. It adds that shunting dynamic to the traffic on this route, of which there are a number of yards throughout the route. But one of the other things that we really like about the 294 is it's a road shunter, which means that not only do you find it hovering up and down, backwards and forwards, shunting wagons in the yards, it's quite capable of going out onto the main line at mainline speeds. So if you're not a shunting fan,
kind of like with the
this loco is still potentially interesting as a freight loco. So really, really interesting train, and such a key part of German railway infrastructure.
It's a brutish thing. It's diesel powered, it's big, it's powerful.
Lucas, who's very well known obviously here at Dovetail, he's worked very hard and he's managed to get us access to a BR294. So we've been out to Germany and had a full day of recording with the 294. Rigged up with microphones. We've been recording all of the switches, all the little details and everything that we usually record. We're very fortunate now to have our own full suite of kit. We have lots and lots of pelly cases full of equipment now, which is a nightmare when it comes to flying out to Germany with, but it was all worth it in the end, and the wait will hopefully be worth it.
Taking the existing route and then uplifting that to the to sort of where we are now, and then extending the route, adding new bits in that to the existing side of the route, it can be quite creatively fulfilling for the team as well, because just like going back and particularly adding Friedrichstadt was just like a finally, yes, we were able to get that in. We wanted to do that before.
The extension to Leipzig offers the chance to drive all the trains that you already love in Riesa Dresden, but at a faster pace. Gone are the sweeping curves, and it's a much faster straight-through experience where you've got some 4-track sections where you avoid stations, and you've got all the line-side industries that the 294 will be running on. It's just packed end to end, and Leipzig Station is a fantastic terminus to arrive into, being one of the largest stations in the world.
This route already breathes so much variety and diversity in the traffic and the experiences. Why I keep coming back to it, because it doesn't matter what kind of train I want to drive, this route has got something for me, and there's just more of that in this expanded version of the route.
And there we have it, the 3 routes coming to you for Train Sim World 6. We have the Morristown line, we have the Riviera line, and we have Bahnstrecke Leipzig to Dresden.
The Leipzig-Dresden route is going to be tremendous. At 160 kilometres in length and lots of interesting things to do, tremendous diversity. Probably my favourite of the 3.
I'm looking forward to just seeing how much players can actually get up to on that route. Yeah. It is a massive route with loads and loads of potential opportunities.
Exactly. It's taking one of our most popular routes and making it even better.
So we've done the routes for Train Sim World 6. Now it's time to look at the core features that you're going to be enjoying with the new game. And this year we have prioritised requests directly from you, our lovely community.
You asked, we deliver. More so than ever before, we've been able to put together a collection of really exciting new features, all suggested by players, that will offer deeper immersion and give lots of unexpected elements to your drives in your experience.
Hold that thought. Last year we sent round a survey to our Train Sim World players, and you delivered in spades. Thousands of you filled it out, so thank you very much, and that formed the basis of the core feature set that we're going to be providing with Train Sim World 6, focusing on the things that you really want.
We'll be going through them quite quickly today, but you can expect live streams and articles coming through much more of this after our direct show.
So we're going to kick off with the first of the new features coming with the game, and this one was by far and away the most requested single piece of content that we could provide you with. Get ready to expect the unexpected, because random behaviours and events are coming to Train Sim World 6.
At its core, the goal with random events is to try and make every journey feel a little different. We're introducing 2 new events that occur randomly during gameplay. The first is signal delays. This is where signals take a little bit longer to change sometimes compared to how normal. In reality, there's usually a human being changing the signals, and they don't do it instantly, which means they take a bit longer to change, sometimes 5-10 seconds longer. What that means for you as a driver is your signal that you're sitting there waiting at the platform to get a clearance to leave might take 5 or 10 seconds longer. Now, the knock-on for all of those things means that half an hour down the journey, with these things adding up, you might now miss your slot, which means that you might get stuck behind a train that the previous time you played it, you didn't get stuck behind a train. Or the other way around, you could get ahead of the train. So it means that each time you play, potentially you're going to have different experiences.
So signal delays completely change the flow of traffic.
Pretty much RNG,
really
just like
your experience in game.
So
Matt,
it's probably going to be RNG, kind of like with the ostrich game.
Yeah, the second one is temporary speed restrictions, which again is probably one of the biggest things players have been asking for. Temporary speed restrictions are put in the real railway whenever there's some damage to the railway line, or there's some workers on the railway line. A reason that means that you have to slow down for whatever reason, usually safety. So the game will now randomly put temporary speed restrictions down on the track, which you'll only need to slow down for,
kind of like
and then speed up afterwards. And you'll get a briefing at the beginning to tell you where all the temporary speed restrictions are.
Yeah, I mean, even without speed restrictions, I'm normally late regardless. I think if anyone's ever watched a Fallout challenge,
not
you know
as
exactly
RNG
what
as
we mean with that. But
game.
seriously, we hope these will add some real variety to your gameplay and mean that no 2 game sessions are ever the same. And when we asked you in the survey about what types of random events you'd like to see in game, these came out as the top 2. So once again, we are listening to your feedback, and we hope you enjoy this in Train Sim World 6. And while we're sticking with highly requested features, something else that came up super high in the survey was train faults.
Oh.
So no train is a perfect machine, and the gremlins are really
No,
going to
it
get
isn't.
in there and get in the way sometimes, particularly with older trains. The whole idea of this train fault feature is, again, to keep those journeys different and keep them a little bit unpredictable. So sometimes you'll be driving down the tracks and part of the train might exhibit a fault. And this is no bad thing. Trains do this, and the drivers are trained to deal with it. And we'll teach you how to deal with it as well. So whenever a pop-up happens, we'll pop something up and say, here's how you deal with it. Here's what you've got to do.
So Matt, what kinds of faults on the train will players experience?
So you might have wipers get stuck or broken, you might have auxiliary lighting that doesn't work, the headlights, you might have tilt faults on trains that have got tilting trains like the ICT. It might be something more complicated, maybe a turbo or dynamic brake failure that you need to deal with.
Or
all of these things will help you through them, but it just keeps you on edge. Even if nothing even goes wrong, you'll find your driving experience different because you are waiting for it to go wrong, which is really exciting.
Now, we know some of you enjoy a much more laid-back experience when you're playing Train Sim World, so if you would like, you'll have the opportunity to toggle them off if you choose. The next core feature coming to Train Sim World 6 is something that we are super excited about. But myself and Matt, we're not going to announce this one. We'll let somebody else do it for us.
Now arriving into Train Sim World 6, platform announcements and onboard announcements.
Coming in as our second most highly voted core feature from our player survey, on Train Sim World 6 routes, you'll be able to hear authentic passenger announcements on platforms linked to the passenger information system and onboard trains.
So when passengers are standing near to or walking past a station and a train is about to depart, an announcement will sound over the platform to make sure that the player is aware when the train is departing and how many stops it has.
This creates a much more immersive and alive feeling with all the announcements of the various services. Another important feature of immersion is announcements on the train itself. So while you're driving or riding on the train as a passenger, you want to know when the train's approaching a platform, when it's stopping a platform, when it's about to be departing. All of these things create such an intense immersion in the cab. And we've now got those developed and brought into Train Sim World 6.
So alongside all of these amazing core improvements that have been voted for by you at home, we've also given a lick of paint to some of the other features within Train Sim World as well. We'll whiz through some of these, kicking off with the training centre, where we are bringing the SD42 locomotive into the training centre so that US players or people that have got an inclination towards US locos have the opportunity to learn it as they get to grips with Train Sim World.
So our teams have been continuing to work really hard to deliver on first stage of our improvements on memory and robustness, stability, performance improvements. This includes areas where players have been experiencing blurry textures, for example. We got some great feedback from the releases that went out in June with the first stage of these improvements, and the team are continuing to work hard and getting more updates out to continue that growth.
So alongside some of these smaller updates, we'll also be doing a variety of quality of life improvements to the game as well. And you can make the most of these improvements by upgrading using the free starter pack for Train Sim World 6. So we've whistled through a lot of those. So here's a quick summary of all of those new features before we get into the next stage of Dovetail Direct. You'll need to get prepared for the unexpected with random events and random train faults completely changing the game from one session to the next.
Equally, we're focusing on enhancing your immersion with new passenger and train announcements to hear across the game, further quality of life changes and more.
And as we mentioned before, you'll be able to gather more information on all of these coming up in articles, live streams and previews. We hope you're as excited as we are.
I know I am.
One of the key features Train Sim World 6 brings is the platform announcements. Just standing on some of these stations, you're going to hear a lot of different announcements for trains going in different places, particularly at places like Newton Abbot. You've got lots of things going off in different directions, so it's not just going to be the next train going to the next station along the line.
Passenger announcements, I think, is something we wanted to get in for a while now, and it's good to see it come to fruition. I think it's going to add a lot of immersion to all our trains and the platforms, you know, encourage you to ride the trains more, like go through the stations and just making it more immersive, basically.
Yeah, so this first iteration of platform announcements for Train Sim World 6 is going to be dynamic, it's going to be automatic, so players won't have to interact with anything on the train or in-game, it will just happen. They will be hearing everything from the next train to arrive at platform X will be the such and such train from, you know, whatever destination it may be coming from, and this is all tied in dynamically with the timetable information.
I mean, it's incredibly exciting to be having announcements, because ever since we did Great Western Express and we first showed a screenshot of a destination board, players were like, well, are you going to get announcements? And obviously that was some time ago now, and the answer was no. but it's so nice to be able to finally bring that into Train Sim World, and how poetic is it that we bring it in with more Great Western content.
I'm so excited to get into that real immersion. Like, you're going to be driving the train, there's going to be so much going on, you've got all the buttons to press, you've got the train to drive, but you've also got potentially things to listen out for, whether you're a passenger in the passenger compartment or actually wandering around on the station.
Yeah,
there's going to be audio
when
to
I
hear. It's going to
Metro
really
North
add
sometimes.
an extra level of immersion.
It really is the missing piece of the puzzle for the experience of driving trains, riding on trains, being a conductor. It just rounds off the whole experience.
We've also got, random events where something could go wrong.
It's going to make it to where no two journeys feel the same. Even if nothing goes wrong, there was always the chance something might go wrong. When things go wrong, we'll talk you through it, we'll help you, so you're not going to get left on your own. But it does mean you need to just have your wits about you, watch for things going wrong, and then make those corrective actions.
The experience of driving a train so often in simulators is A to B, B to A, or doing a network route, but nothing ever really goes wrong. What this brings to the experience is just a whole sense of unpredictability.
If something goes wrong while you're going quite quickly, you could have a bad time.
Yeah, it's massively exciting. I've played Train Sim World for years, and we're adding this level of gameplay, we're adding a completely new experience. No two journeys are going to be the same. It's really going to keep me and everybody else on their toes.
The team have been working on what we're calling robustness,
especially
they've
since
been
I'm a
looking at
practicing
sort of
mechanic myself,
the game across the board, and we've now got some nice improvements that we'll still keep working on, but will help the overall smoothness of the game. We are basically trying to ship the most stable version of Train Sim World yet.
We know that it's important to our community and our players out there that we make sure that all the audio that we put into our game is as authentic as we can possibly make it, and we make every effort that we can to achieve this. So working with the community, working with our beta teams, is really important to us. Working with Fan Railer and other community team members with the Arrow 3, this is where we can achieve this. It makes a massive difference to the community and the fan base out there. So hopefully that will come across now in TSW 6.
There's so much to go at, so many different things to do, and something for every kind of Train Sim World player.
Expect the unexpected.
There you go.
In Train Sim World 6.
That explains why it says expect the unexpected, because you never know. Because
So, if you've liked what you've seen, let's talk about how you can get involved. Train Sim World 6 will be available through the free starter pack, as well as standard, deluxe and special editions. So let's talk a little bit about what you get in each bundle. So for the free starter pack, you will get access to the upgraded training centre with the new SD40-2 loco. You'll get access to the Train Sim World 6 core features, everything that we've just talked about. You'll be able to bring across your Train Sim World compatible content. For more details on that, you can visit our FAQs.
If you like the sound of the 3 core routes for Train Sim World 6, Standard Edition is for you. Standard Edition contains all the previous benefits from the free starter pack. It also contains all of the Train Sim World 6 core routes, the Morristown line, Riviera line and Leipzig-Dresden. Plus, we're also giving you the Navaca-Dresden route entitlement too, as this is now extended via the Leipzig-Dresden core route. New Train Sim World 6 core features, including random events, train faults and passenger announcements, and a 10% pre-order and loyalty discount.
If you're a Train Sim World enthusiast, you like the sound of the deluxe locos, and also you want to get in there first, Deluxe Edition is for you. You'll get all the previous benefits we've just talked about, plus you'll get the 3 new deluxe locos, the NJ Transit ALP 45 DP for the Morristown line, the Cross Country Class 220 Voyager for the Riviera line, and the DBBR 294 for Leipzig-Dresden. You'll also get the 10% pre-order and loyalty discounts you got for standard, but for deluxe you'll also get 5 days early access to Train Sim World 6.
However, if you're a collector like me, Special Edition is where it's at. All of the previous benefits from everything we've talked about previously, along with additional Special Edition routes across 5 unique countries: the MBTA, Boston Worcester in the US, Balsica Ludwigsbahn in Germany, Cardiff City Network in Wales, Semmeringbahn in Austria, Zwolle Groningen in the Netherlands. In addition, 10% pre-order and loyalty discounts, and you'll also get that 5-day early access.
Right, I think I'm going to need a lie down, Matt. But before we do that, let's talk summaries. We all love a good summary, don't we? So let's take a look at everything coming with Train Sim World 6.
This is the bit you're good at. Take it away, JD.
Yes, we announced all manner of new content for you to enjoy, including the Morristown line, the Riviera line, and we have Bahnstrecke, Leipzig to Dresden. And on the deluxe edition, this comes with a bundling of all new locos, including the NJ Transit ALP 45DP, the Cross Country Class 220, and the DBR 294. There will also be a range of great value paid for bundles you'll be able to pick up too, with special edition incorporating a range of add-ons covering 5 unique countries in Train Sim World. We have random events and random train faults, which will completely change up your gameplay. We have all new passenger and train announcements, which will liven up stations, trains, and increase your immersion. And we'll have lots of additional improvements that you'll be seeing a little bit later on as we go through the release process. So we hope you're all excited for the new routes and locos coming, as well as all those new features we know you have been requesting. There's something for everyone to look forward to as part of the new game. As ever, our teams will also be giving you a little taster of what you can expect from the routes with our live streams. And we have a full schedule coming up for you over the course of the next few weeks.
Starting in just a couple of days, join Alex and I for the August roadmap, where we'll cover all the important information coming to Train Sim World 6.
But make sure you put all of those other stream dates into your calendars to catch Train Sim World 6 previews over the next few weeks, and we will see you there. But there's so much more to come tonight, including the hotly anticipated return of Take a Ticket, and this time we are sharing 8 brand new add-on reveals for Train Sim World 6. You'll be able to get a first glimpse at the Train Sim World 6 roadmap beyond launch, with even more add-on announcements from our partner program developers.
Catch you shortly, everyone.
All right, let's see what we got for the Take a Ticket. I'm definitely hoping for either P42 or Florida route, because I definitely need that fucking bad. Yep, that's what we just watched. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely getting the deluxe version. That way, I can get the Alp 45 DP, and I can be able to tell Joseph about it, and be able to get it 5 days in advance. Because I'd rather have it early than having to wait another 5 days. But onto the Take a Ticket, so... So here we go with this next part.
So there's loads to be excited for Train Sim World 6, but this is just the start, because I'll be passing over to Alex and Harry for the hotly anticipated return of the Take a Ticket show.
Oh, I definitely like this part, because that's when they announced the Boston Bristol line last year. So I'm hoping...
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Take a Ticket reveal show.
I'm really hoping for a...
now you're joined by me and Harry, and you may notice us from across the community and in various live streams. And we're really excited to bring back Take a Ticket for another year. And oh boy, do we have so many new announcements to share with you tonight. Let's have a look at how it'll work.
In front of us, you'll notice a lovely Take a Ticket Wheel of Fortune, which has a whopping 8 special tickets on it, all with add-ons coming to Train Sim World.
And we'll be sharing some really key details to get you excited about what to expect with some of these add-ons.
And between you and me, we have 3 new countries to reveal, including taking a closer look at the Japanese Tadami line.
Right. Ooh. Okay, so
get ready to explore new horizons, coming soon with Train Sim World 6. Now, if you've noticed, on our wheel, we have 2 types of tickets. You've got the Dovetail blue ones, which represent new add-ons coming to Train Sim World, and we've also got the global tickets, which represent the new countries you'll be able to explore in Train Sim World 6. Okay. We'll be sharing a whole range of new details for all of these add-ons in our coming roadmaps and our articles, and there should be something here for everyone. Are we ready? Let's spin the wheel for our first ticket.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Would you look at that? We've landed on one of our new global tickets already. So let's reveal a new country coming to Train Sim World 6. And here it is. Let's reveal where we're headed. The first Czech route in Train Sim World.
Oh,
so this is
Czech
the
Republic.
Liberec Stara Parker from Vector Simulations. Explore the harsh and scenic Jesira Mountains in northern Czechia, with 80 kilometers of fast pace and busy inter-regional single-track mainline. Let the Class 843 engines roar in open fields and reverberate in tight mountain passes. Or take multiple Class 750 engines for heavy work on highly demanding grades. You'll also get to perform various tasks from yard work to passenger traffic and a multi-functioning express retrieval. Well, that was super exciting. How about Harry? Why don't you reveal a ticket?
Me? This is exciting. Ooh, we've got a good ticket here, and it's one that the community have been speculating about for quite some time, since we teased it back in April. Coming from the All Aboard Studios team, Birmingham Crew. Yes, you heard correctly. Birmingham Crew is coming to Train Sim World 6. Power through the industrial heart of the Black Country with the Class 350 in multiple liveries and variants during the 2019 transitional era. Navigate high-speed curves through the Staffordshire countryside, manage mainline pressure around key interchange stations, and enjoy a varied timetable with exciting layers that energise the West Coast mainline experience.
And we can confirm that Birmingham Crew will be the first route coming to Train Sim World 6.
We'll be sharing more details in a roadmap coming soon.
Ooh, I can't wait for Birmingham Crew, because I actually live near Crew for a little bit. But let's go for another spin of the wheel, shall we?
Another spin, here we go.
Ooh, and we've landed on another global ticket, and this one I can see is coming from the Union Workshop team. And of course, we're talking about the Tadami line, which we've been following up in our monthly roadmaps.
Not a surprise.
The Tadami line? Didn't we already announce Tadami line on last year's Take a Ticket?
Ah, yes. But with this ticket, we've got brand new gameplay to show you today for the Tadami line, and we can confirm that it will be coming in Train Sim World 6. Let's do a quick reminder for you for the Tadami line coming from the Union Workshop team. You'll be able to travel across the field of the Aizu area and along the picturesque valley of the Tadami River set in the 2010 era. Operate passenger services with classical diesel trains built in the 1970s, and with the route you'll be on the Kiha 40 DMU. Alongside the Tadami line, Train Sim World 6 will bring brand new Japanese localization into the game and welcome in a whole new audience of players to experience Train Sim World.
Let's take a look at the route in action.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Cherry blossoms, okay. I might just get that so I can run a fucking American train on it. Although I don't know how that's
I can't wait to explore the scenery. It looks stunning.
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 Let's spin the wheel again.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. We have a brand new German route here from the Dovetail team. That is Stuttgart Heilbronn.
German, okay.
Explore over 50 kilometers in southwest Germany on an extremely busy 2000 route with a mix of big freight yards and fields. Get your hands on the brand new DB BR 140 and the new DB Wittenberger Störwagen. We'll be sharing more details on Stuttgart Heilbronn soon. So for our German railway fans, hold tight and make sure to follow our socials for more news coming soon. But don't go away, because one of these tickets is the next USA route that will be coming to Train Sim World 6.
We'll be back in a bit. Over to JD.
Now, I am buzzing for that new Czech route coming to Train Sim World 6, but I'm not looking forward to pronouncing it later.
The next train to arrive on platform 1 will be the 1010 Great Western Railway service to Exmouth.
Right, yeah. I'd love to see the Genesis X We definitely needed that. So they're just recapping what they've talked about. Yeah.
Now, we know you're on tenterhooks for the second part of Take a Ticket Part 2. I'm not going to hold you up. Let's get back to Alex and Harry.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome back to the Take a Ticket reveal show. We've got new tickets, we've got new add-ons, so get ready to find out what's coming in Train Sim World 6. Let's spin the wheel! Ah, and this is the US route that we were talking about.
All right.
Should we take a look?
Let's take a look.
Now, we promised a new US route before we left, so we'll jump straight in and take a look at the NEC New York Stamford route. Coming from the Dovetail Games team, enjoy passenger action or local New York freight in NEC New York to Stamford. Choose to head off from Grand Central
They actually
Terminal
are
to
doing
Stamford
Metro North
via the
again.
Metro North route, or New York Penn to Stamford via the Northeast Corridor route.
No
As for the
fucking
key
way.
train on this line, you'll be getting your hands on the new Metro North M8 loco.
And the
Ooh, a
M8.
bit more New
Holy
York action
fuck.
sounds like fun.
I'm so ready to take a bite out of the Big Apple.
We've got 3 more tickets. Let's spin the wheel! Ooh, we've got a new ticket, and here, I believe we've got something from the TSG team, but this doesn't look like a new route to me. Coming from the Train Sim Germany team, we have the second ever Expert Loco, the Expert DBBR 145. Featuring a DB and RHB livery,
We're
the Expert
actually getting the
DBBR
new Haven
145
line.
will bring new Expert level features, such as manual brake hose
Oh my
operation
fucking
and working
God.
angle cocks, and much more. Also included are the new T3000E container wagons, and additional content with scenarios and a timetable on the Dresden-Leipzig core route in Train Sim World 6. I can't wait to see what you all make of the new Expert Loco coming to Train Sim World, especially some of those expert level features.
That,
Although it's only
just
up
leaves
to
us with
Stamford,
2
but it's
tickets
worth it.
left, a 50-50 chance between a new add-on or a new country.
Let's find out and spin the wheel. Oh, and we've got the new country. Are we ready?
So ready. Now, if we look on the flip side of this, you'll see that we're going to Portugal. This is a new route in partnership with another brand new third party to Train Sim World, Virtua Via 360. Lisbon-Setúbal is the first ever Portuguese route in Train Sim World, covering a 54-kilometre stretch from Lisbon to Setúbal. Cross the iconic Ponte Vinci e Cinco de Abril, one of Portugal's major landmarks. Operates suburban services with the Series 3500 EMU, experience
Well, at least
Portugal's
it's going through
safety
my own
systems and
county,
signalling,
which is nice.
adding a new challenge to the game.
'Cause
Wow,
going to
it's great to
Stanford,
see
I
so
mean,
many
I've been
new
there
countries
before.
coming to Train Sim World. And we've got just one more ticket to reveal, so let's find out what it is. Ah, we didn't get it. Nope, not this time. Unlucky. Wow, we got it! Yeah! Take a ticket, folks! Ooh, hey up, we've got something coming from the Jest Trains team.
It's looking proper mint.
That's right, we're heading back to the 1980s with Crew to Preston. Take on a busy section of the West Coast Main Line in northwest England with the powerful electric
hoping
class
for more
86-4
USA stuff, but
on
okay.
high-speed runs between Preston and Crewe. Set in 1986 with an intense timetable, you'll also tackle the challenge of running merry-go-round coal trains from pit to power station with classes 20 and 47-3s.
And that was our Take a Ticket for this year. We hope you enjoy seeing all of these brand new add-ons coming to Train Sim World 6 after the release this year.
But wait, that's not all. We have even more add-ons to announce. So hang around for the Train Sim World 6 roadmap section and I'll go find Matt Peddleston, our executive producer of Trains. Thanks so much for watching. Back to
got more
JD in the
add-ons?
studio.
I
Ta-ra!
don't know. Well, then again.
I'm very much looking forward to brushing up on my Portuguese. Before we get into the next section, we have some exciting news. I can now officially confirm that Train Sim World 6 is now available to pre-order. If you head to the link that's on screen now, you'll be able to find out more details, but we still have a few more surprises up our sleeve. I'm going to pass back to Alex and Matt, who are going to talk about the roadmap.
Wow, Take a Ticket was so much fun this year.
It was. I can't wait to explore some fantastic new countries like Czechia and Portugal.
Yeah, and even better yet, we've got more announcements to come in the Train Sim World 6 roadmap. So why don't we throw our usual roadmap asset on screen and we can take a look at everything you can expect in Train Sim World 6 and beyond.
Of course, if you've stuck around tonight, there's a lot to cover. All of the routes and locos from Train Sim World 6 and the reveals from Take a Ticket are included. But we've got even more.
As you can see, one of the new add-ons on our roadmap is coming from the All Aboard Studios team with the Class 805. And of course, we've got all of our previously announced add-ons that aren't yet released, which includes the GWE remaster that I know so many of you are looking forward to, and that will be coming in Train Sim World 6, which is available for everyone to access at no additional cost by using the free starter pack upgrade.
And with the Czechia and Portugal coming as new countries, that will take Train Sim World 6 up to 13 countries represented across the globe.
We'll dive into all of these in greater detail on our upcoming roadmap articles being shared over the next couple days, and why not join me and Matt on the Train Sim World 6 roadmap live stream where we'll talk through everything in huge detail.
That's it from us, passing back to JD.
I love a roadmap that is absolutely chock-a-block with stuff, and there's plenty of things for Train Sim World 6 players to be excited about. Don't forget you can upgrade to Train Sim World 6 for free using the free starter pack. Make sure you check out the Train Sim World website, which you can see on your screen now. I don't think 15 seconds is going to be quite enough for me to be able to summarise everything that's happened over the course of this particular Dovetail Direct, but I'll give it a good go. Kicking off with Train Sim World 6, we announced all manner of new content for you to enjoy, including the Morristown line, the Riviera line, Leipzig-Dresden, and on the deluxe edition this comes with a bundling of all new locos, including the NJ Transit ALP 45DP, the Cross Country Class 220, and the DBR 294. Very excited to see all of those in action. There will also be a range of great value paid for bundles you'll be able to pick up too, with special edition incorporating a range of add-ons covering 5 unique countries in Train Sim World. Deluxe and special edition will also grant you 5 days early access, so if you want to get in there fast, that is what you need to get. Let's talk core features for Train Sim World 6. Requested by you folks at home, we have random events and random train faults, which will completely change up your gameplay every session. We have all new passenger and train announcements, which will liven up stations, trains, and increase your immersion. We'll be adding passenger improvements to the game, and we'll have lots of additional improvements that you'll be seeing a little bit later on as we go through the release process. There will be discounts available for standard, deluxe, and special editions if you order before Train Sim World 6 launches, so make sure you check out your preferred platform for more information on these. And guess what? It's available to pre-order right now. We brought back the Take a Ticket show this year with a staggering 8 new tickets, sharing new reveals, 3 new countries, and more information for content coming to Train Sim World 6, including the Liberec Staropaka, a new Czech route, Birmingham Crew from All Aboard Studios. There was new information and gameplay from the Tadami line, a new Japanese route coming from Union Workshop, the Stuttgart Heilbronn route, NEC New York to Stamford, the Expert DBBR 145 from TSG, our first Portuguese route, Lisbon Setúbal from Virtua Via 360, and finally, Just Trains have revealed their next route, Preston to Crewe. So if you're excited for that, then what's next? Well, we have many opportunities for you to find out a little bit more about Train Sim World 6 before it releases. We have new roadmap articles releasing from tomorrow to dive into all of these details, a comprehensive FAQs list to answer any questions that you have, and a roadmap live stream with Alex and Matt coming later this week on the Train Sim World channel. And that is everything for this year. We hope you've enjoyed watching Dovetail Directs as much as we've enjoyed making it. If you like any of the things that we've talked about over the course of this stream, then please make sure you check out the websites. Again, they're all over the screen. I don't know what they're doing with them at this point.
Yeah,
but we will see you very soon. Thank you very much to everybody who has been involved in the filming of this, as well as everybody who has been watching at home. We'll see you later this week for the Train Sim World Roadmap. Bye for now.
The unexpected, which we just did. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this live stream. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I got a Discord server. Go subscribe to my best friend Joseph Cavagnaro, and I will see you in the next video. But I do apologize for the lack of uploads. I've just been very busy, so I'll see you on the flip side.